Man, what kind of game was that? The Raptors lose to the Milwaukee Bucks again for the third time this year. 105-92. Raptors were out of this game for most of the second half, but clawed their way back into the game thanks to the bench and Pascal Siakam, but did not have enough in the gas to push forward and take over the lead again. And the Raptors lose on national TV in front of everybody. But man, did they come up small, especially Kyle Lowry and Kawhi Leonard, who probably played one of the worst games, both of them together. In the biggest moments of the game, the Raptors stars just did not come through. Leonard shot 7 of 20 tonight and missed wide open looks. And then you had Kyle Lowry, who went 4 of 11 and had a chance to cut this lead down to a one-possession game before missing a wide-open three, just rimmed out. He missed wide-open threes all game long, was 1 of 6 from three-point land, 5 turnovers for Lowry. Just not his best game. After being nominated as an All-Star reserve, Lowry came out flat. People arguing that Pascal Siakam should have been an All-Star over him, but honestly, I believe Pascal Siakam has his time coming. He did play better in the second half of the season, but Lowry is the engine of his team, and he does push this Raptors team to beat better teams just by his leadership alone. He scores, he passes the ball, he sets everybody up, and honestly, his connection with Siakam is what makes Siakam grow. But Siakam will be an All-Star in the future for sure. His development is looking fantastic, but I still agree that Lowry should have been the All-Star, and he deserves it. So congratulations, Lowry, on becoming an All-Star for the 5th straight time. And congratulations, Leonard, on becoming an All-Star as well. Starting, of course. Back to the game, the Raptors lost this game for 3 main reasons. First off, lack of energy, especially coming out of the second half in that third quarter. Raptors came out flat, went down 24 points in that quarter, just didn't look good. The starters played terribly in this game. Danny Green, who was dealing with stomach illness all game long, came on the third quarter, did not look anywhere close to 100%, so he played terrible. He left the game after that and did not return, and Kyle Lowry was missing shots. Kawhi Leonard didn't play well. He has Serge Ibaka, who usually averages 25 points against the Bucks, came out flat tonight, did not shoot the ball well at all, 4 of 15 from the field, and the scouting report has shown that Serge Ibaka has not hit a 3 in 6 straight games. Make that 7 now, because Serge Ibaka was left wide open on multiple 3-point attempts, especially one in the clutch time, and he did not hit it again. But man, they just doubled and helped off Serge Ibaka multiple times. He was a liability on offense. Even though he did score most of the points for the Raptors in that first quarter, he was quiet for the rest of the game. I think he only scored 2 points in that second half. Just a poor game from Serge Ibaka overall, because they completely took him out of the pick and roll. They did a pick and roll, and then Eric Bledsoe, whoever was guarding Lowry or the point guard at this time, would just stick back on Ibaka, didn't allow him to get that mid-range shot, and then Kyle Lowry and whoever was handling the ball at the time has to take a contested floater or mid-range jumper, like right in the paint, right over Brook Lopez. So it's going to be a tough shot regardless. Completely took off Serge Ibaka's elbow jumpers, and honestly, that's the main key of his offense. And the Bucks had a great game plan, and they executed it well. The second reason that the Raptors lost this game was star power. Giannis, who was struggling with foul trouble all game long, was amazing when he was actually on the court. And Chris Middleton took over the responsibility and shot 7 of 9 in the game, who was also named All-Star Reserve in the East, and came out and was just leading his team. And Giannis and Middleton combined for a 14 of 22 shooting, highly efficient, with just getting anything they wanted, easy shots for both of them. And man, did the Raptors really not make it hard for the Bucks tonight. Bucks were playing confidently. They were not uncomfortable in any way. The Raptors defense did not do a good job of forcing turnovers on the Bucks until later in the game when they were down big to claw back into the game. But it was too late as the Raptors dug themselves too big of a hole to claw themselves out. The third reason why the Raptors lost this game, 3-point shooting. It has been a flaw for the Raptors all season long. And just when you thought the Raptors were regaining their three-point shooting stroke with Lowry hitting it, Norman Powell hitting it, and Leonard hitting it, and Danny Green gets injured. He's out of the game. And then Norman Powell hits 2 for 2 from three-point line. But the rest of the team just was terrible tonight shooting the three ball. Raptors went 7 of 27 from 3, while the Bucks hit 14 threes out of their 38 attempts. Raptors were outscored on the long ball by 21 points, and no matter how many layups or dunks or mid-range shots you hit, if you keep allowing these guys to hit the threes, they'll catch up and they'll build their leads much faster and much quicker, and that's exactly what happened. Raptors were unable to run the Bucks off the three-point line and rotate multiple times. The lineups that did work were lineups that did not include Serge Ibaka or Greg Monroe. Yet Pascal Siakam running the 5, and it was just the team just swarming around, just running out, helping each other on defense. That's what's working. But after Pascal Siakam gets tired, you're gonna have to play either Serge Ibaka or Greg Monroe, because you could not play OG Anunoby, who was terrible in this game. Absolutely non-existent tonight. He just did not have a great game at all. He's struggling to find his role on this team, and he did not do well in this game. CJ Miles did not play in this game, coach's decision. Patrick McCaw brought in some good minutes, just playing some tough defense, forcing turnovers, but the Raptors as a team did not shoot the ball well in general, shooting 40% and allowing the Bucks to shoot 49%. The Raptors also didn't rebound the ball that well either. They were out-rebounded 50-39. These are things that you're missing JV, who is your best defensive rebounder. JV is doing some practices and 5-on-5, but he is yet to return. The Raptors definitely could use JV, especially his offense, when the Raptors team becomes stagnant and they need somebody to score the basketball, because right now Lowry struggles to get to the rim, and when Kawhi Leonard has an off night or Pascal Siakam has an off night, you're really looking for people on offense. Serge Ibaka needs somebody to set him up, but JV is one player on this team that can score his own buckets. All you have to do is give him the ball and he'll take care of business in the post or even a JV3. You never know. Honestly, with JV back in this lineup, I think this team would be full, and they have a good 2 starting lineups, and that chemistry will be right back. Greg Monroe is unplayable once again, and honestly, his minutes have not been great for the past, I believe, 4 or 5 games. He needs to really improve, especially on the defensive end. Though I don't expect a lot from him, just to keep his player in front of him is tough enough. But man, these guys are just taking him off the dribble. It's way too easy for the opposition right now. Greg Monroe should not be playing any minutes until he improves. But hopefully JV comes back soon. Honestly, the Raptors need to bounce back, because this was a big game. This could determine home court in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Raptors lose the season series to the Bucks 1-3. Poor effort tonight. Your stars got to show up. Kyle Lowry and Kawhi Leonard did not play well. They got to bounce back. And they got some 2 tough games coming up against playoff teams. Raptors definitely need to get their act together and clean it all up and polish their offense and defense, because the lack of energy was honestly disappointing, especially in front of your home crowd. Until next time, guys. Peace. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time. Deuces.